Hello, welcome to Chinta's RV Vegan Kitchen. And this time is a special time of year because it is Thanksgiving tomorrow and we're celebrating the fall and I don't have gloves on. Okay, and so everybody's getting their pumpkins and their sweet potatoes and all of their special things going for Thanksgiving. Today we're going to make a really simple holiday vegan baked sweet potatoes dish. It's quite delicious, and what I have done is I have taken about 6 cups of chopped sweet potatoes, and I have boiled them for 35 minutes, and those are waiting here like this. And then I have taken and I have put in my blender 1/2 cup of walnuts and 2 cups of a granola. This is Cascadian Farms, but you can use your own granola, your favorite kind of any kind. And we're just going to pulverize this for just a second before we get started on mixing this together. Alrighty then, let's go. Let's get this done. I don't want it really too pulverized, so let me mix this up a little. Give it a couple of gentle pulses. That sounds good. Now we're going to go ahead and put it into a red bowl. Okay, and I did put 1/2 cup of walnuts. Let me put this in the refrigerator really quickly because it's quite warm in here. And I have turned off the air conditioning because I want you all to hear. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour this mixture into here best we can because it's all stuck to the sides down here. There we go. That's great. Okay, now there's a couple of different ways to make this dish, as you all already probably know. And we're going to be flavoring this. Alright, so we're going to be putting about 4 to 6 tablespoons of coconut sugar in here. I'm going to have it on a little bit of the sweet side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you can also use your favorite honey instead, or you can also use maple syrup for your sweetener. But I'm going to be using this coconut palm sugar today for my sweetener. And the reason is because I don't use cinnamon. We're going to be putting coriander, and cardamom in here. And these two together will replace the nice little bite that you get from cinnamon without needing cinnamon. And my phone just went bing. So let's put 1 tablespoon of each one of these into this. 1 tablespoon. Okay. Best you can. Well, sort of, kind of. Okay, beautiful. That is our coriander. Now we're going to do cardamom. Okay, that works. Put cardamom back. Okay, now we're going to stir this up really quickly because we want to get these mixed into the granola. Now, your granola choices, of course, are up to you, whether you like something sweet. This is just basic oats and honey, Cascadian Farms granola. Very basic. But I'm going to be adding, yes, vanilla, 1 teaspoon. And I'm just going to be sprinkling it around. It'll spread out after it starts to cook and gets moist on the inside. And it'll mix in quite beautifully. Just like this. Okay. And so the maple, and it really is maple, And I'm being more careful because the other day I got so confused with my maple and my vanilla containers. And the reason why is because I also have a red cap vanilla McCormick's. And so my brain was wanting to read vanilla when it's really maple. Alright, so we'll put those two back. And now I'm just going to gently stir this together. Like this. It has a really wonderful smell. I can't wait. Okay, and that's just about all we have to do for this. So let's get our dish. And we'll go ahead and open our parchment paper. Now we're going to be covering this, of course. And I'm going to cover it with just another square of parchment paper, actually. If I can get this to obey me, we'll be doing fine. Now I am going to put a little bit of earth balance in the bottom of this. And I don't have a brush. Wait a minute. Yes, I do have a brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of earth balance down here. I hope you all can see. Quite messy, but that's okay. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to spread a little bit of the mixture that we have here. And spread it around and make sure the bottom's covered pretty well. And now we're going to be putting in our, well, you can either put them in whole like this or you can actually mash them. And the choice is yours. But today I'm going to be just putting them in directly because I went ahead and I sliced them really thin. Not quite half of an inch, more like 1/4 of an inch. And so if they break apart on you while you're doing it, that's just fine. We're going to be adding moisture into this before we bake it. Now let's go ahead and put some more of our granola in. Just a little bit granola. Now if you'd rather use like some, what do I want to say, if you'd rather use some oil instead of earth balance, you could. I'm just going to dab a couple of spots here before I put the next layer in. Alright, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to put some more of the sweet potatoes on. These smell delicious. I love sweet potatoes. I like them better than potatoes. Alright, so we're going to put these in. Smear them around. Smear is the word I want. I'm just going to use the rest of these. Put the rest of these in here. I got a couple in the pan here. I'll just throw those in too. Come on, get in. Alright, so, and put those in. Good, that looks beautiful. Now we're going to do some more of the granola. And if you have a little bit of this left over, that's fine. Because we're going to cover it when we cook it, so the condensation and the heat and the water that the potatoes have already soaked up will start to come out. Okay, so we're going to do this. Now, there is one thing that this recipe also calls for, and that is that you put a little bit of pineapple juice in here. I'm not really big on pineapple. I wish I had some apple juice. I think I'd swap it with apple juice. The whole idea of your sweet potato for your holidays is to have it so that it it matches the meal that you're serving, the festive meal. And so you want, of course, sweet potatoes, sweet. And so I am just going to barely sprinkle in some of this pineapple juice. Oh, I didn't shake it. I don't think it matters because I'm not really big on pineapple. And I wish it was apple. But you can do whatever you want. Don't need to use the whole thing. We're just going to get enough moisture in here. I think I used about half that can. Now I'm going to put in some more butter. And remember, we've got all of the sweets in it already. You could use honey, or you can use whatever you desire to use. And that is all. That is it. So let's trim up the extra parchment from around the edges. I'm not going to be using all of this granola mixture, which is fine. It just depends on how many sweet potatoes you have, actually. If you don't have that many, there's no sense in putting it all in there. And so I'm hoping that the dogs don't bark in the middle of this, because I have the RV open to get some fresh air in here. And there we have our finished product. And now all we do is we are going to put it in a toaster oven at 350 for 1 hour, 50 minutes to 1 hour. And if you want more of a spice in it, you can add more of the coriander or more of the cardamom, and you can add more of the sugar if you'd like to. And we are ready to cover this and get it cooking. And that's all there is to that. That is really simple. Now, if you don't have granola, the next best thing would to be get about a half a cup of, or a full cup of oats, another half a cup of walnuts, and you can use shredded coconut as well. But I chose not to, so I'm just gonna smash this around here a little bit, just a little bit. It smells beautiful. I forgot the salt. Oh well, so this is a salt-free version. And let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cover this with another piece of parchment, and you will see the finished product in the thumbnail. You'll see the finished product in the thumbnail. And that's all we have for today. So let me say goodbye and get this rolling. Okay, let me see. Okay, you're all ready? Let's go. Oh, let me turn off this light. I don't want to look like I'm in an interrogation. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hi. How are you? I hope you're with me, because I literally just hit another button. Okay, well, you have a beautiful Thanksgiving 2022, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Please like and subscribe and share. Yeah, and remember, whether therefore you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. And you have a beautiful Thanksgiving. See, I even put on my chicken apron, and my really festive chicken apron for you. All right, well, you all take care now, and we'll see you next time. Bye.